I'm here today because over the last 4 years, I've become your partner, your best friend, and your biggest champion. I vow to continue to be those things. I will be present for you always, and vow to vocalize my appreciation of you always. And all of those things I sincerely appreciate. You give 1,000% of yourself to everything, to this wedding, to our home, to me, every one of your relationships.
Thank you for being here today. I'm so glad you decided to show up. From the moment we met, I felt an instant comfort with you. Our first date was one of the easiest conversations I've ever had with essentially a stranger. Right away, we started making our own inside jokes, laughing with ease and losing track of time. If I end up with you.
I promise to be a full partner and to love you and love our life as deeply as you do. Finally, and arguably most importantly, I vow to literally die before ever leaving you. I vow to weather the storm. You will have in me someone who will endure the hardest times and stay by your side. Some of those hard times will happen to us, some will come from us, but we will endure. I vow to push you to achieve your goals and go beyond what you thought possible, to keep planning those adventures and to give you space and time to catch up to my excitement. I vow to make you and our little family my priority and remind you often of what a gift you are to all of the people that are lucky enough to know you. I vow to choose you each and every day and to honor the commitment we make here today. Again, I'm honored to be here with you at the altar and surrounded by so many of our loved ones. And I know that as long as I'm with you, everything really is working in my favor.
I'll go to the ends of the earth. Ends of the earth with you.
You're their community, their family, their friends, their loved ones. And today, you'll be their witness as they make their relationship and their bond official in the eyes of the law. Now, you're all likely to have memories of Samantha and Ryan, either individually or as them as a couple. And I invite you right now to bring one of those special memories that you each have into your mind, something that makes you smile. And I'm going to do my best not to start crying. Perhaps those memories are from the beginnings of their relationship, when they met during the summer of 2020 in lockdown. The world was on pause just long enough for them to slow down a little and find each other and fall deeply in love. They were each other's company during this very strange time. And in the UK, we had a saying, which was COVID pods, which we created so that people who were in relationships could actually spend time together. And I know that Samantha and Ryan were their own approved COVID pod. Learning their own love language, their inside jokes, and building their relationship without any external intervention. The question became, who would they be when the world started to turn again? Would this fledgling relationship survive hiking trips to Vermont, Florida with Samantha en famille, airport chaos in Amsterdam, the Pacific Northwest, Pakistan, Dubai, a night stranded in Dublin, wasp attacks in Oregon, uprises in Buenos Aires, and a bout of dengue fever? Well, we're here. So it did. And more than that, Sammi and Ryan became a team. Now, could it be that Samantha's ambition, confidence, and planning, and who here hasn't been the subject of one of Samantha's plans? Yeah. All of that perfectly complements Ryan's flexibility, patience, and aura of calm. Some might say a little bit too much patience and too much calm sometimes. Or is it that intangible connection that happens between two people that are meant to be together? That spark that ignites their intention to build a life together, inspiring each other to rise, to become more than they would be if they were on their own. So, how are you two doing? Samantha, where's that smile, that confident smile? And Ryan, butterflies in the tummy, or are you calm? Yeah. The thing is, these two have been each other's cheerleaders now for some time. Navigating life's roller coaster, adding their cat Remy to their family, and Ryan, you knew there was no going back once she came, right? And learning how to approach each day together in true partnership. And as romantic as all their wild adventures have been, their magic unfolded at home, in their routine, cooking together, commiserating over the bicycle people of Somerville, winding down each evening, simply coexisting, and finding they both wanted the same thing. Now, of course, Samantha knew this a little bit earlier than Ryan, and much more definitively, but some of Ryan's patience rubbed off on her and she let him figure it out. And he did. And together, Ryan and Sammi have loved, guided, and supported each other. They took steps in their relationship thoughtfully, deliberately, protecting and nurturing the magic that they'd found together. In this way, they laid the foundations for the incredible life that I know, and I'm sure you all know, is ahead of them. So, without further ado, let's get to the important part of the day, the party. Oh, no, sorry. We've got this little bit first. I meant to say the ceremony. Now, I think we'll do the poem. Yeah? So Samantha and Ryan have selected a poem that accurately represents their love and journey together, read by their friend, Chris Eggerberg.
To love is not to possess, by James Kavanaugh. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are and to always secretly were, and always secretly will, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide.
Thank you, Chris. And now for the vows. And Samantha and Ryan have prepared something short,
Let's do the short.
sweet, and very personal to share here. And Ryan, we could begin with you.
Well, we'll do a speed reading, folks. Okay, Samantha. Oh, there's rain already falling on it. When I look around and see how amazing our wedding turned out to be, I'm reminded of the thing I love most about you. I'm reminded that there is no half measure when it comes to Samantha Kahn. You give 1,000% of yourself to everything, and it has made my life richer and much more fulfilling than I ever could have imagined. I'm here today because over the last 4 years, I've become your partner, your best friend, and your biggest champion. I vow to continue to be those things. I will be present for you always, and vow to vocalize my appreciation of you always. So you don't forget, I will remind you constantly. I will remind you that I love you, I accept you for who you are, exactly for who you are, and that, skip the page. Exactly for who you are, and that you make me extraordinarily happy. I will remind you that I notice all the many things you do for me and for us and for Remy, and all of those things I sincerely appreciate. You give 1,000% of yourself to everything, to this wedding, to our home, to me, and to every one of your relationships. In return, I vow to give you 1,000% of myself. You love deeply and have big ideas. These big ideas lead to new adventures and experiences, and sometimes I'm not ready for them. But I vow I will embrace being pushed to do these things. I can't vow to never complain about it, but I can at least try to have a positive attitude. I promise to be a full partner and to love you and love our life as deeply as you do. Finally, and arguably most importantly, I vow to literally die before ever leaving you. I vow to weather the storm. You will have in me someone who will endure the hardest times and stay by your side. Some of those hard times will happen to us, some will come from us, but we will endure. When the stress is big, we will take refuge in our small moments, in teasing each other, being our best selves, aka lying in bed all day, and we will remind each other we are one team against the world. It will always be until death do us part. So, Sammy, I vow to be your husband forever. Marriage is an everyday choice, and I will choose to wake up every day and love you. I will bring my patience and my acceptance, and what I know I will receive in return is a wife that is perceptive and persistent, even when I am not. And I know you can love me as deeply as I love you. I will have a wife that I know and trust is choosing me every day in the same way I am choosing her. Samantha, you know me and love me for exactly who I am. You have given me 1,000% of yourself, and you make my life truly richer and more wonderful. I can't wait to spend forever with you.
I don't know how short these are, but we'll try. Ryan, thank you for being here today. I'm so glad you decided to show up. To start, I'm honored to be here with you. I'm not sure that you really had any clue what you were signing up for when we first started dating. In fact, between my impatience and impulsive nature, my direct communication style, the consistent expectation that you not only share in the excitement for each and every next big idea or adventure, but also join me in it, and my questionable time management skills, you may have had a teensy bit of hesitation at first. Even so, you not only stuck it out, but you showed up and you chose to learn and grow with me along the way. To try new things and to go on the new adventures I've asked you to take with me, and even make some of your own for us to experience together. You even willingly adopted Remy with me less than a year into our relationship, which, as Sarah said, you knew there was no going back.
Nope.
You've also pushed me to grow, not in a demanding way, but in the silent, patient, non-judgmental style that is so natural to you. Every day you lead by example and show me what it looks like to be tolerant and accepting of others, to be patient, to prioritize your loved ones, but also yourself, to trust that things will work out and to release expectations. You effortlessly demonstrate the ability to simultaneously not take yourself too seriously, to laugh and bring a sense of levity to almost any situation, and then also in a moment's notice to pivot into deep conversation, ranging from the philosophical to the emotional and everything in between. From the moment we met, I felt an instant comfort with you. Our first date was one of the easiest conversations I've ever had with essentially a stranger. Right away, we started making our own inside jokes, laughing with ease and losing track of time. As someone who has tried for most of her life to just fit in with the others around her, I felt an instant sense of relief with you, like I could just be myself, as if I was already part of something bigger than just me. Sorry. For all of those reasons and more, you've become more than just a partner, but also my home, my safe space that I can retreat to when I need a break from the world around me. You're my best friend, my confidant, my daily reminder, anyone have a tissue? That I am indeed deserving of love. Despite all of the things that seem to go awry, particularly when we travel. Wish us luck on our honeymoon next week. We've adopted the mantra, everything is working in our favor, early on in our relationship. Our mantra became more of a chant we'd used to stay positive and counterbalance the moments in which it seemed things were very much not going in our favor. And now we come back to it often as if it's our own personal catchphrase for our relationship. And now for the actual vows. Ryan, I vow to laugh with you every day. I vow to give you your Ryan time, even if I need to be reminded to do so. I vow to keep encouraging you to ask for what you want because you deserve it. I vow to defend you fiercely and support you daily. I really should have done not personal vows. I vow to push you to achieve your goals and go beyond what you thought possible, to keep planning those adventures and to give you space and time to catch up to my excitement. I vow to make you and our little family my priority and remind you often of what a gift you are to all of the people that are lucky enough to know you. I vow to choose you each and every day and to honor the commitment we make here today. Again, I'm honored to be here with you at the altar and surrounded by so many of our loved ones. And I know that as long as I'm with you, everything really is working in my favor.
You ready?
Let's do it.
So Ryan, you can repeat after me.
Yeah.
I, Ryan,
I, Ryan,
take you, Samantha, to be my wife,
take you, Samantha, to be my wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health, to love and cherish always.
in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish always.
With this ring, I wed you and pledge you my love now and forever.
With this ring, what was it? Pledge to love you.
I wed you.
I wed you.
And pledge you my love.
And pledge you my love.
Now and forever.
Now and forever.
I'll go slower.
Didn't rehearse that one.
No. Repeat after me, Samantha. I, Samantha, take you, Ryan,
I, Samantha, take you, Ryan,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and cherish always.
to love and cherish always.
With this ring I wed you,
With this ring I wed you,
and pledge you my love now and forever.
and pledge you my love now and forever.
And I invite you to seal the ceremony with a kiss as husband and wife. So, without further ado, and just ahead of the rain, Sammi and Ryan welcome you to be part of their extended post-COVID pod and to party like it's 2020 as husband and wife.
We're in this thing together. Together we're home. Never alone. Together we'll stand. Take my hand. We're in this thing together. We're in this thing together. Do you look to the sky? Are you wondering why we are here? We're in this thing together. Together we're home. Never alone. Together we'll stand. Take my hand. We're in this thing together. We're in this thing together. Never alone. Together we'll stand. Take my hand. We're in this thing together. We're in this thing together. We're in this thing together.
Please give it up for the parents of our groom, Bill and Joanne Keenan. For the parents of our bride, Yassine and Elizabeth Khan. Please welcome our groomsmen. Coming in behind them, please give it up for the bridesmaids. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the two reasons we are gathered here tonight, please welcome for the first time as husband and wife, Ryan and Samantha! Alrighty, and now at this time, we are going to have a welcome speech by the parents of our bride. So give it up one more time for Yasin and Elizabeth Khan.
I guess I'm not loud enough, so thank you all for coming. A lot of family and a lot of friends who have traveled far away to come join us. Thank you for your kindness and thank you for generosity. And thanks for celebrating momentous moment in Ryan and Samantha's lives. Samantha, I've known you to be very go-getter and kind and nice person. No wonder Ryan fell in love with you and fell head over heels to, to capture you. But on another aspect, moving forward, Samantha, I have seen her from her childhood, and she's always been kind of a go-getter. And a little story comes in mind. We were in Turks and Caicos. Samantha is 7 years old, and she is getting her hair braided in salon. And she finds a bride there who's getting her hair done, and she strikes a conversation. She says, "Do you have a flower girl?" She goes, "No, I don't have a flower girl." "Well, can I be your flower girl?" So she said, "Well, it's impossible." She said, "Yeah, sure you can." Least that she knew. So Samantha goes to the gift shop and borrows a basket. And then goes around the whole, the property and picks flowers. And she's all ready with a basket full of flowers. At 5 o'clock, she gets dressed up.
And I found a friend who had a matching dress.
Yes. But 5 o'clock, she shows up at the wedding, all dressed up with flowers. And basically, they were in awe, you know. No other 7 years old would have pulled that off. But she did. But looking at you both, you are both kind, generous, and nice people to each other. You're meant to be together. You have really shown each other your love and commitment. Ryan, your love and commitment shows every time you look at Samantha. And we welcome to your family. Thank you. Good to have you. And you both are destined to be together with all the love and care you show for each other, okay? But, so having said that, there's only one word of advice. Your life is going to take you through all those ups and downs, and you have to make sure you always accept the differences and basically solve them before you go to bed, okay? You have to go to sleep without those things, baggage, to make sure you live long and have a happy life, okay? Having said that, I'm going to have my bride say a few words. And it's not a roast, Samantha and Ryan.
Again, thank you everyone for being here. I'm so happy to be mother of the bride and so honored to actually speak to everyone. My daughter Samantha is truly a force to be reckoned with. Funny, smart, and always on the go. She rarely sits still. From the moment she was born, I knew she was going to be a handful. I'll never forget that day. I drove to the hospital with contractions that were outrageous. I couldn't even sit still. I got to the hospital and said, wait, epidural, epidural. And they go, oh no, we're taking you right in. And Samantha was born. And there's no stopping her. And I think we were just lucky to actually make it to the delivery room. And at the beginning of it, she is just an adventurous spirit. At 9 months old, she decided she didn't want to be in a crib anymore. So she started crying, and all of a sudden she started screaming. We opened the door to find her dangling from the crib. She had somehow managed to get over the rail and just hanging there. Another day, another adventure with our little daredevil. These stories are just a glimpse of the amazing, fearless, and spirited person my daughter is. She's always been full of surprises and mischief, but with a loving smile. She's been such a source of love and energy, always looking out for others and spreading her joy wherever she goes. And now, as she stands here in a new journey with Ryan, I am filled with pride and happiness. So please join us in toasting the newlyweds, Sammi and Ryan. May your life be wonderful together, filled with love, laughter, and endless adventures. Congratulations, my dear daughter. I love you more than words can express. Cheers.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, your first courses will be out momentarily.
I need to acknowledge Joanne and Bill. Thank you for sharing your son with us. Appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. My name's Brooke. I'm lucky enough to be Sammy's maid of honor, and going to go off speech and just say how special it is to see a rainbow for you guys today after seeing a forecast for the last 5 days of rain and not saying anything to you and just being like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And it was more than okay. It was perfect, yes. Okay, so Sammy and I met 8 years ago through Airbnb. It's the same story every time. I'm sorry, we're going again. But I put my room up for rent on Airbnb, and Sammy moved in, and we became friends pretty quickly. So just from day one, I think we went to sushi, wine, a movie, and then it was yoga, and then every day forward, we were together.
What do you want to do today?
Yeah. Well, today we're getting married, apparently, so. And I have to thank her mom because the reason she chose my apartment was because I had dogs. So thank you so much for telling her to come here because I get to be here today now. Sammy came and she was not from Boston. I've always been in New England, and so we did all the spots. We went to the beaches, we went hiking, and all the new restaurants. And Sammy, although she's younger than me, she taught me how to be more social, put myself out there more. We went rock climbing, and we went to Run Club. May or may not have run, but we went and we made friends. Run Club. There's
have a drink on the way.
Yeah. Well, like I said yesterday, there's a lot of different versions of Sammy, and like her mom said, she and dad, she's persistent. She's always willing to try new things, adventurous, and always down for a good time. And I'll just apologize in advance. I will cry, so I'm sorry. So we went through a lot together. 20s, trying to find partners and all that. Heartbreak, finding love, all the things. And too much white wine. So I don't know if that helped. But after her Airbnb stay with me was over, about a month later, she recreates this, but it's not the same. She did one of these like, will you still be friends with me when I leave? And I was like, you can't not be my friend anymore. So now we're stuck together, okay? So over time, we became more like sisters than friends. Although I don't know if she always loves my big sister energy, it's safe to say that we can go to each other for anything and know that we'll never be met with judgment. But it's a passive judgment. You can do better, right? You made a mistake, it's okay. I think we've only fought 2 or 3 times, and one of our biggest fights was over buffalo chicken dip. So needless to say, it's been really easy to call her my friend. She also has, endless amount of support, no matter what it was, deciding to go back to nursing school after a career, and then most challenging, becoming a mother. So here we go. She became the most amazing aunt to my first, and second, but my daughter had really bad colic, would cry all the time, and she was the person who came over and threw plastic in my daughter's face to make her laugh, and and I couldn't appreciate her more for that. And more than anything, she was just there for me. And then I didn't think it could get any better, but then she brought Ryan around, and my daughter looked at him, he was tall, dark, handsome, and fell in love. Like, Mia is so upset. She's not here tonight, but I'm so grateful she's not at the same time. So Mia obviously has really great intuition, and Sammi does too. Yeah, I can't read all this because I'll cry too much. But I have seen Sammi go over the last 8 years. I think it doesn't sound like as long, but I've seen you grow so much. And you continue to work on yourself and be the best person you can be, and I appreciate you so much for that. You inspire me, even if you are younger than me. And Ryan, I am so grateful for you to be the best partner to her. And since you guys have been together, I have seen actually the most growth, because you are so patient. She trusts you with everything she has. And you listen to her. You don't overreact. You're not emotional. You pause. And having pause in life, though, is the biggest thing that you can have in a relationship. I mean, Sammi is sensitive. She is emotional. I'm not emotional, clearly. But yeah, yesterday when we had to do a roast of her, I'm like, no, how do I tease her without being mean? Not mean, but be nice. Yeah, exactly. So I am so grateful that you have been such a great partner to her, and I've seen so much love between you guys. And thanks for putting up with Nick and I at the same time. So if I can offer any piece of advice, it's just to continue to pause, take care of yourselves, and continue to grow together. So, cheers.
What Brooke missed to say is that when I moved to Boston, I was supposed to be there for what seemed like 8 long months before moving somewhere else, anywhere else. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm ending up in Boston. And then I found my home in Boston because of Brooke and Nick's generosity, their friends, who many are here tonight too. And I just want to say thank you so much. I love you. You have made me feel accepted, loved, and like I have a home away from home always. So thank you.
All right, hello everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Jeff Belter. I'm the best man. First and foremost, I just want to once again say thank you to the Doctors Con for hosting everyone at this beautiful wedding. So thank you. A round of applause for them. And what a wonderful occasion it is, celebrating 2 people that we all love so much, in Ryan and Sammi. And we're all so happy to be here to celebrate the both of you. So I've known Ryan for 21 years, multiple decades. And in fact, most of the friend group that comprise his groomsmen have also known Ryan for multiple decades. And unfortunately for Ryan, when we met each other when we were both 12 years old, I was a very sweaty, chubby, awkward, socially anxious guy. My wife can attest, not much has changed since then. But all this being said, I didn't really have a lot of friends. Ryan was pretty much my only friend. We were at a new school, and he was always such a nice to me, always took the time to talk to me. And, when I first met Ryan, I just thought he was the coolest guy. Knew a lot about a lot of things, right? I just thought he was just the coolest, right? And I think speaking for most of our friends here, we all have the same thoughts about Ryan. We all just think he's the best. And only we think he's a cool guy, but Ryan has always, tried to exude like being a cool dude, right? But unfortunately for Ryan, either myself or anyone sitting at this table over here to my stage left or my right has done nothing but foil, disrupt, and destroy those attempts at Ryan to be or look cool at any given time. But anyways, we love Ryan. For myself, Ryan, I was so lucky for Ryan to ask me to be his best man a year ago. And I was about to go away for a trip for work for like a year. And, when I was doing my thing and, anytime I felt like lonely or scared or anxious, missed my wife, missed home, in the back of my mind, I always knew, I was like, I got Ryan's wedding, all right? And I have to be there for Ryan because he's been there for me my entire life. And I think I speak for myself and anyone who's known Ryan for as long as I have, or even in a brief time you've known him, that at least for myself and my friends here, we would not be the people we are if Ryan wasn't in our life. The beautiful words that Sammi said during the wedding ceremony are so true for myself as well, someone who's known Ryan for so long. He is trusting, he is loyal, he's kind, he is generous with his spirit. And for Sammi, we are so lucky that Ryan found a partner in you. And it's been so beautiful, and we've been so blessed to watch your relationship and your love for each other grow since Ryan introduced you into our lives. And for Ryan, we're so lucky that, and I'm so happy that you found someone that you can be cool with forever. So with that being said, let's raise a glass to Ryan and Sammi.
And with that, your main courses will be out momentarily.
What Sammi thinks is happening is that we're going to do a thank you speech, which we are. But first, we're going to do a toast. Because everything you saw at this wedding tonight came from the mind of the bride. And I just wanted to take a moment to honor the fact that she dedicated her full self to picking out menus, to designing signs, which I then had to build, which I did do, which I did do. That was my contribution. She thought about over and over again the band, which has been amazing. EBE Paris, thank you guys. You've been great. Talana and the flowers and the decor. Right, we had all these people helping us pull it together, who we are about to thank. But before we do, I think you need to take a minute to appreciate the amount of effort that Samantha Khan put into this. She just called me an asshole. Which means I did. Oh, Samantha Keenan. I didn't even catch on to that. My wife. My wife. No, we're not doing the Borat thing. All right. So again, just a huge kudos to the amount of effort she put in. There were Pinterest boards. There were PowerPoint presentations. There were phone calls. There was last-minute decisions. There was us staying up till 2 a.m, figuring out where letters were going to go on signs that I built. Again, I did that. So a toast to the bride and the fantastic wedding that she envisioned Sammy, good job, well done. Thank you. So on that note, we had a vision, or Sammy had a vision, and then I contributed to a little bit. But we had a lot of people helping us execute on that vision. The Hotel du Village team, I mentioned EB Paris, Talana, a whole bunch of people, and a certain MVP over there, Christina.
My turn.
So that is my cue to hand it over to the bride.
Much too tall for me. Thank you. Even in heels, 5'1" girly here. Thank you so much to everyone in this room. If you take a look around, which we have quite often tonight, we feel so blessed to have all of you here with us celebrating our love and the support that you've given us, whether that is financially, hey Dad, through late night calls, through just looking at us and trusting that we made the right decision in each other. I am so grateful to all of you, to all of Ryan's family and friends, to all of my family and friends. I love you so much, and we would not be here without you. And that is both as individuals and as a couple. So I just round of applause for all of you around this room for everything you have been to us over the years. And now it's my turn also to thank, number one, my parents for us being here tonight. Thank you so much for hosting. We love you so much. To my in-laws, now I can say that, not future, but current in-laws, and the family that I have been able to be so welcome to. And also, I feel like it often goes unsaid how much vendors and the people around this room that you don't see contribute to a wedding. So thank you so much to Christina, our wedding planner, who probably helped us stay together through the wedding planning process.
How many more gray hairs do you have, Christina?
Poor Christina was like, do you like it? Are you happy? And I was like, I am ecstatic. I couldn't be more happy. So thank you so much for everything you've done tonight and over the last 16 months. I'm sorry. Thank you to EB Paris for being here tonight. You're amazing. And the dance floor is about to open up and be so lit. That's my Gen Z speak. Hello. Thank you so much to Magda and Simon for being here, our photographers. Elena from Alenka Films, who has been amazing, helping us to be less awkward in front of the camera. To Agnes, who has just literally this poor woman has been holding up an umbrella over my head the whole time, bringing me food. Amazing, incredible. All the people around the room that, again, you don't see the amazing 13 servers around the room who have been bringing your food, your wine, the bartenders, everybody else. Thank you so, so much. Truly, goes unsaid. So I feel like with that,
That's it.
anyone that I have forgotten, I'm sorry, but we love you all, and you made this night so special. And with that, I think it's time that we open up this dance floor so you can see really, truly what EB Paris can do, because we are so excited to get it started. So with that, we open the doors. Please join us in the other room. You can't stay here, so take all your shit with you. And we will see you on the dance floor as husband and wife.
Let's party, folks. Let's party.
Feel it. Maybe we thought we were Johnny and June. Maybe we thought it was just us two. Maybe we spoke too soon. We never lie and we don't tell tales. We bite our tongues and our fingers. We fall in love and we don't fall out. Maybe we spoke we see you and me, and in between we draw a line where we can see you extend. We switch our hands and race against our hearts maybe we found who we love and maybe it's all mistake.
Oh yeah, the dress.
Maybe we walk through the world with no heart before. Here's to you and me, and in between we draw a line where we can see you extend. We scratch our heads and race against our hearts that wanna go, if you wanna go, Ooh, baby, we can hit the road.